They're on with the preliminaries, 6 3-minute rounds of boxing in the super welterweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the multicolored shorts at the weight he's scored Lurton Stone. Exactly. Tonight is his 29th professional contest, presenting from Frankentinga, Lithuania, Edvinas Puplauskas. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black colored shorts trimmed with silver. At the weight, he scaled 10 stone, 12 pounds. His excellent record thus far, 21 contests, 20 wins. 10 of those wins coming by way of knockout with just a solitary defeat. The pride of Middleton, Liam Taylor. Time, give the bell. Chris Connor, star referee in charge of the action. Steve Gray from Fleetwood, 6 3-minute rounds.
3 out of his 5 wins, 4 of them have come by stoppage, so Liam really needs to be switched on and not become a victim of that.
Yeah, and we've seen it over the years, haven't we, when fighters have slipped up before they're due to step in for those title fights. I hope it's not the case for Liam tonight. Looks nice and relaxed as always, that style he has, in and out of range. A nice straight right hand to the body. And already you can see he's settled in there nicely.
Yeah, and as you say, he doesn't want to slip up. It was a higher level, but Frankie Randall back in the day got knocked out in 2 rounds by Primo Ramos when he had a title fight on the horizon in his next fight, Frankie. So it can happen to anyone at any level if you take your eye off the prize.
Yeah, nice straight right hand landing from Liam Taylor. He looks to have settled in nicely as well, which is always good. Looks in great condition as he always is as well.
And I think for Taylor, the win over Tyrone Nurse for taking a monkey off his back. He'd previously lost to Tyrone, came back, got the revenge win. Looked really good in doing it as well. He'll have gone back to the gym. Stephen Mailet's a really analytical guy, so he'll have had a lot of lessons from that Tyrone Nurse fight, that rematch, even though he won it.
Yeah, and it was almost a shame, the first Tyrone Nurse fight. He stepped in at really late notice, didn't he? And I think people around Liam and that had seen him before knew that with a full camp he would have beat Tyrone Nurse. So, like you said, to do it and prove that to himself and everyone else, it's like being unbeaten again, isn't it? You've got that monkey off your back. Yeah,
I think, like we say, it's a weight off his shoulders, but he wants to make sure he's concentrated in this one. He's taken a couple of right hands so far, Liam, but he's also unleashed them with his own shots as well.
He's looking pretty comfortable early on here, just using that speed that he's got.
Yeah, even when shots come in this direction, he never panics. He always, like you say, remains calm.
Using that jab again. You can hear Terry Flanagan and his gym mates behind us as well. Like most gyms, they're a close family at the finest, all at each other's fights, which is always nice.
Yeah, as you can see, you've got Terry Flanagan behind us shouting out at fights as well. And as you say, it's a close-knit gym, that particular gym.
Yeah, Jack Rafferty's down here as well. He's on later on. To finish him up to do a double tonight. Nice right hand to the body again from Taylor. He's picking that straight shot to the body really nicely.
Yeah, he starts to look really sharp as the round has progressed, Taylor. Building on the sharpness that had developed over the course of the Tyrone Nurse fight. And his opponent, Edvinas, is not actually too bad. He's threw a couple of shots himself and given Liam something to think about.
Yeah, another thing Taylor's got to be careful of. The heads have come close a couple of times, and that could be disastrous, couldn't it? If he picks up a cut, put him out of action for a few weeks.
Yeah, that's the first thing before coming into this fight. He doesn't want to pick up any cuts, anything that could, like you say, keep him out of the gym or jeopardise that British title shot.
Yeah, we saw it with Tom Farrell when he was due to box on a Matchroom show about a year ago. And with about a minute to go of the last round of the 6, just like this one, suffered a cut and that put him out of the fight. It'd be devastating if that is to happen to Liam tonight, but he's looked good early on.
Yeah, he's looked good. The second, last 2 minutes of the round, I thought it looked particularly impressive. And you can tell when you speak to him, he's a really passionate, driven guy, and I think that title shot will be looming large on his mind, but he'll just concentrate on what's on his plate tonight.
Yeah, and we were worried he might not settle into this contest straight away. He certainly has. Promising signs is for Liam Taylor. And I always like it when fighters are waiting. They take a fight in the meantime.
Yeah, it keeps them sharp. It shows that they're confident as well. He's got a lot of confidence, I think, just talking to him after in the dressing room after the Tyrone nurse, when I think it gave him a massive boost.
Yeah, and he looks to have carried that form into this one. Early on here. And already he seems to have knocked the ambition out of Puplauskas.
Yeah, at the first minute of the fight, his opponent tried a couple of shots, but then, like you say, he's just had that ambition taken away from him. And it's very controlled performance so far by Taylor. He knows what the stakes are. It's not a huge fight in terms of the fight itself, but in terms of his career, it's a massive one for him.
Yeah, and I think Puplauskas just feeling these body shots a little bit. Another left hook landed from Taylor. You know, he seems to be holding his guard over the body now instead of his head like he started in the first round. Lovely right hand to the body again. And every time Taylor goes downstairs, you see Puplauskas just taking a sharp breath.
And Chris Blaney in the Jobin fight will have got back through to Taylor back in the dressing room. That fight was a draw, a bit of a mini upset, so that'll have doubly sharpened his mind on this one.
Nice upper body movement from Taylor, going back down to the body. The body shots are key in this one, aren't they?
Yeah, as you mentioned it a couple of times, those body shots have started to knock the stuffing a bit out of Edvinas. And Taylor's picked them really well, and he's a smart guy, Taylor, so we'll know to keep working that.
Yeah, and you can hear the corner and also the guys from the gym behind us, they're all saying the same thing. Those body shots seem to be the shot to throw tonight.
And a stoppage would be a bonus for him. I think if he manages to dig one out, it's nice for him to get a couple of rounds, but obviously that stoppage will give him a lot of confidence going into the title fight.
There's that right hand to the body again. He seems to be landing on the target every time he throws that right hand downstairs.
And he's been smart with the jab as well, just keeping the distance, not putting himself in a position where he could pick up a cut or a clash of heads.
That one was low from Taylor. The referee didn't see that one, just in front of us. And Puplauskas is certainly feeling these body shots, isn't it? You can see it in his face when Taylor does go downstairs.
Yeah, no one likes to down to the body. It's a horrible feeling to be hammered into the rib. Taylor leaned in a bit with the head there himself, and he's told not to by the referee. He'll probably go back to the corner, and Steve Maylett might tell him not to do that again, because it puts him in the position where he could get a cut or pick up an injury. Yeah,
referee just telling Liam to keep him up. A couple have been low, but it happens when you go into the body so often, doesn't it?
Yeah, sometimes we've seen blows stray low, and sometimes they say the bravest fighters are the ones who get warnings off the referee for low blows and just keep plugging away with them.
Yeah, and there's certainly no intent. A lovely right hand over the top from Taylor.
It's a nice finish to the round, I should say, by Taylor.
Yeah, that just sparked Puplauskas into life, but in the last few seconds, a big shot from Taylor. But he's in control, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in control of the fight so far. We see him in the corner, he's looking fairly focused. Steve Maylett is giving him his instructions, and it's so far so good.
Yeah, he looks nice and relaxed as well, which is always a good sign in that corner. Just edging his way towards another win.
And then we see in the replays, he landed a left hook and a double jab, took a little bit of a right hand himself, but it wasn't a major shot.
It's been a nice, patient performance this so far from Liam Taylor. In the carnage we had with Akeem Fields, and before that Chris Blaney, he's looked nice and controlled.
He has done, yeah. I think, as we say, with Taylor, he knows he's got a lot riding on this fight, not in terms of the significance of it, but the fact he's going to sharpen his tools in terms before the title fight, so he looks really concentrated and focused in there.
Yeah, and it adds a different pressure, that, doesn't it, knowing you're just round the corner from that title fight you've been crying out for. Well, Liam's been due one for a long time now.
And I think he knew that the Tyrone nurse win was a significant one in his career, because it put him at a level now where he can get that title fight, and if he gets the title fight and wins it, then he suddenly becomes the target for up-and-coming fighters, and it's an old new form of pressure for you, and you can either fold under it or develop.
Tay was just waiting for that lead to come from Puplauskas. Nice work to the body again, and the right hook over the top. Tay was just staying Nice and calm, nice and compact, not taking many shots himself in this one.
Yeah, he'd be told, he'll have been told all week and not to do anything silly, just to not let himself get caught or bullied around a bit, which happened briefly there for a couple of moments. He needs to just get back on it now and get his jab re-established.
Nice jab from Puplauskas.
Yeah, and again, the heads are coming close. It's something that he maybe pulled up on again, Taylor.
Yeah, he's marked up under that left eye a little bit, Taylor. There's nothing to worry about, it's not cut. But it's something certainly we need to keep our eyes on at ringside. Just landed a nice right hook in that exchange, and then the left straight through the middle.
Yeah, you get the impression with Taylor that you can send him out and box to orders, but I think there's a little bit of a devilment in him in that he does like to have a bit of a fight as well, and it can get sparked off by maybe taking a shot from his opponent at times.
Yeah, and it's a nice pace for Taylor to box this as well, isn't it? He's just dictating everything. Just stepping it up a little bit now, Taylor. Minute to go of this third round. Scheduled 6-rounder for Liam Taylor. A nice uppercut landing from Puplauskas, because he's just landed the odd shot now and again, just to keep Taylor on his toes.
Yeah, and it just keeps Taylor focused as well. He needs to make sure he's switched on when he goes into his title fight. So taking a few shots in this fight will remind him of that.
Yeah, another shot to the body. And Puplauskas is certainly feeling these body shots. Oh, lovely left hook.
Yeah, he really felt that left hook. You could see the effects on him immediately.
Yeah, the left hook wobbled him. Oh, and he's crouched down for a low blow.
1, 2,
and the referee's pulled a standing count, being held up by the ropes. I think Puplauskas said he got hit by a low blow. Referee didn't call it, and that's counted as a knockdown.
Even with that being the case, you still have to defend yourself. It's a cliche, but he should really have not just stood there and let his opponent tee off on him with 3 shots.
Puplauskas just trying to get his own back there, trying to throw Taylor over. Interesting knockdown that, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's a bit of a niggle between the two at the end of the round there. Even if you felt it was a low blow, you don't just drop your hands and leave yourself completely unguarded for your opponent to tee off at you.
Yeah, it was on the blind side to us, so didn't quite see if the shot was low or not, but the referee certainly thought it was fine. It all started with that shot to the head, though.
Yeah, a good shot to the head, but like you say, you wait for the referee to call an halt to the action, and if the referee doesn't call an halt to the action, you just keep your hands up and keep firing back if you possibly can.
And unfortunately for Taylor, it came right at the end of the round. And there is that shot. And Taylor did the right thing, didn't he, there?
Yeah, you just keep punching away. We saw with Floyd Mayweather against Ortiz when his opponent dropped his hands and gave Mayweather the free shot, and Mayweather took it.
Seconds out. Round 4.
So even if the fighter disagrees with the referees, either decision or inaction, they still have to defend themselves in there.
Interesting to see if he's recovered from that now, Puplauskas.
He seemed a bit spiteful then towards the end of the round, so maybe it'll light something up in him and give him, it'll bring more to the table and give Taylor something more to think about in these next couple of rounds.
It's just missing with that right hand over the top counter. Landing this time with it. Lovely shot. The right hand, the lead backhand that Taylor likes to throw. Just taking a couple of shots as well there from Taylor. He doesn't want to wait when Puplauskas gets into range.
No, he wants to keep on doing what he was doing in the previous rounds. Not like what happened in the last round distract him in any way.
He seems to have recovered from that knockdown anyway, Puplauskas, in the minute between rounds.
Yeah, we said it wasn't an every knockdown. The referee just clearly decided that the ropes were the only thing holding him up and gave him the count.
A nice shot to the body again from Taylor. Picking those body shots nicely again. Just testing the body of Puplauskas after that knockdown. He certainly knows he can hurt him now.
Yeah, and as we said earlier, he's not decided not to throw those shots, the ones that brought him success. He's just stayed right on it.
Nice right uppercut from Puplauskas on the inside. And Taylor certainly stepped it up in this round. He's throwing a lot more punches than he did before.
Yeah, it's been a very good round for Taylor. He's not taken the round off. He's kept right on top of things.
Minute to go in this 4th round. 2 more to go after this one. And so far, so good for Liam Taylor. Knocked down under his belt as well. Just waiting for that lead again, Taylor, isn't he?
Yeah,
a bit like Akib did in the last one.
Yeah, we can hear Terry Flanagan behind him saying, build off the jab, counter his opponent's jab whenever possible with the right hand. So we'll see if he's told that in the corner, but if he does it in the next couple of rounds.
Puplauskas landing a shot. Taylor coming back with the right hand over the top of his own. It's been a decent round this for Puplauskas compared to the other three, hasn't it?
Yeah, he's had his own moments of success in this round. He could have gone under after the last round. Felt he's just up against it with the referee and the opponent, but he's come out and acquitted himself well.
Come towards the end of this fourth round, and certainly another one in the bank for Liam Taylor. Got a big lead now on the scorecard. So 2 to go after this with the knockdown as well. Looks like if Puplauskas is going to get anything out of this, he's going to need a couple of knockdowns minimum.
Yeah, and a little touch gloves at the end of that round. The round ended much less, with a lot less agitation than we saw at the end of the previous round. And again, we've seen Taylor with the right hand right over the top, as Terry was asking for.
Yeah, as far as takeover fights go, this has been quite good for Liam Taylor. It's been set at a decent pace, this one. It's been made to work in every round, which is always what you want in a fight like this.
Yeah, it's not been a walk in the park for him. He's still got 2 more rounds to negotiate as well, so it'll be interesting how these next 2, if they pan out the way we've seen the previous ones. Yeah. But as you say, it was a good idea for him to take this fight, not just have himself sat on the shelf waiting for the title fight to roll around.
Yeah, and it's nearly in the bag now, this fight. For Taylor, he's just got to be careful with those heads, doesn't he? Because, like we said earlier, the last thing he needs is an injury or a cut. He's got to close this one out now. Waiting for that lead again, Taylor. Trying to draw something out of Puplauskas. Left uppercut came there, missed.
Yeah, and as we're saying, Terry Flanagan behind us was telling him to counter over the sometimes lazy jab of his opponent, so that might be something he'll look to do this round with that right hand.
Hey, he's looked decent defensively as well today, Taylor, hasn't he? He's been caught with a few shots, but on the whole, he's tucked up nicely. Got a nice shape. There's that right hand landing again. Yeah,
and I think in many ways, although he's had a decent number of fights, he's still a work in progress. He's still learning under Stephen Mailer as well.
Couple of shots on the inside from Puplauskas landing. There's that head getting dangerously close again.
Yeah, that might be something that might pull him on in the corner between rounds, or when he gets back to the gym and tell him he put himself in a position where they could have an unfortunate clash of heads.
Little warning for Taylor for a low blow. A couple of times now the referee's warned him about that.
Yeah, I don't think he's a malicious guy, Taylor. I just think he's digging to the body, and as you say, sometimes those blows go low. He's not trying to deliberately dig out his opponent.
Yeah, it's inevitable, isn't it, when someone goes to the body as much as Taylor has done tonight. Nice right hand to the body again from Taylor. Catching Puplauskas' left hook on the way out as well. Just showing a little bit more ambition since that knockdown, Puplauskas now, in the last round and this one. Throwing a lot more shots.
Yeah, he may feel a bit aggrieved about that. He may feel he was up against it. He had a nice little touch of gloss at the end of the last round, but as you say, he's put more into these 2 rounds than he has done into the rest of the fight.
Good work from Taylor. Again, just to put Puplauskas on the back foot. He's swelling under the right eye of the visitor now. Lovely right hook to the body from Taylor. He's picked those body shots nicely. We've seen a few guys tonight that pick the body well, but Taylor's up there with the best of them.
Yeah, and it seems to be something that's developing more and more in his most recent fights.
Yeah, and shots like that are vital when you step up in rounds and levels.
But he's not did his own way in this round by any stretch of the imagination, Taylor.
30 seconds to go. And Taylor's winning the round, but this has probably been the closest one of the contest so far.
Yeah, it's been a good round. We might see Taylor go on the back foot in the next round. Maybe Steve Mailer will tell him not to take any chances whatsoever.
Yeah, Taylor landing a big left hook when you're talking there. just to finish the round on a high and put it in no doubt in the referee's mind. Who's won this round?
So as you say, it was a bit of a back and forth that round. Edvinas, if anyone was going to give him a share or a round in the fight, I think it would be that one.
Yeah, I think it'd be very generous to give him a round. I think Taylor was just doing what he needs to do. It's not the most remarkable performance, this, but he's getting the job done, and that's the most important thing.
Yeah, when he looks back in his career, this is not the fight that's going to stand out in his memory. It's going to be those nights against Tyrone Nurse and his upcoming title fight, so he just needs to, like I say, maybe come out, box on the back foot this round just to see it through, get the win, and go into his title fight with a nice little tool sharpener.
Yep, 3 more minutes to go. And barring anything dramatic, Liam Taylor's going to march on towards that British title fight with Chris
10
Jenkinson.
seconds, covers.
And it'll be a big opportunity that for Liam as well. On the big stage, it'll be on one of the televised shows. I know Frank Warren won the purse bids for that one, so a lot of people will be watching.
Yeah, and that gives the fighter some extra impetus as well. You've got a title fight and it's on a televised show, so we should say he's got it all to play for, Taylor, after this fight. In character as well, so I think when the title fight rolls around, I think he'll respond well to the canvas and he'll respond well to the build-up. And I think people will enjoy watching him in the build-up.
Yeah, and it's a side we've not really seen in Liam Taylor so far in his career. You know, stepping in at short notice for that first fight with Tyrone Nurse. We didn't get the whole build-up with the media that he will inevitably get for this one.
Yeah, and he seemed to enjoy the experiences and all last time after when he fought Tyrone Nurse for the second time. He seemed to enjoy the build-up to it, doing the little video interviews that he did in the build-up to the fight. Then he seemed to enjoy the actual post-fight as well, especially with him getting the win in that one.
Puplauskas just going to the body. Taylor caught them well on his elbows and his arms. And there's that straight right hand that Taylor's been looking for, this time to the head.
Yeah, it's been a solid round, this one for Taylor so far, and a solid performance as well. As we say, he's not going to look back on this fight and remember it as his career develops, but it's a crucial fight in the terms of the development of his career and what comes next.
Yeah, absolutely, and there's always a worry that it could be a slip-up, like we mentioned before the bout. But he's done very well just to get the job done.
Yeah, and it's a good, solid job as well. You don't always have to be spectacular Hollywood-style back-and-forth fight. He's gone out there, set his stall out to do what he wanted to do, and he's done it quite effectively so far.
Nice left hook that from Taylor. Puplauskas just threw a few shots of his own, and Taylor caught them all and came back with that left hook. 45 seconds to go with this one. The referee's called a timeout. Another low blow for Liam Taylor.
Yeah, just a little warning there. Only 40 seconds left in the round, so it's going to be in a moot point.
Timeout sponsored by Code Delta. First one we've had of the evening. Oh, nice right hook that from Puplauskas, and that seemed to have sparked Taylor into life. A lovely work from Taylor.
Yeah, as you say, he responded to that. He felt a little bit stung by it, and he probably wants, even though he's won the fight to canter so far, he wants to leave a good, lasting final impression on his fans.
And it seems to spark Taylor into life, doesn't it, when Puplauskas does have little periods of success now and again.
Yeah, we saw that in the Tyrone Nurse fight as well. He seems to respond well to adversity, Taylor. And lands a very good right hand just as the final bell sounds.
Yeah, a bit of blood coming from the mouth with Puplauskas there as the bout finishes. Nothing to worry about though, and certainly job done that for Liam Taylor.
Yeah, and it was nice for him to finish the round on a high. Nice right hand there towards the end of the round, I should say, after he took a shot himself and then came fighting back from it.
Yep, and as far as the perfect night for Liam Taylor tonight in a takeover, I think that'd be pretty much up there. No injuries that we can see. Definitely not got any cuts. Won every round, got a knockdown as well. You couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, you'd be worried about the hands as well. It's stuff that you don't get to see.
See the highlights there on the screen. Good performance from Liam Taylor. And hopefully next time we see him in the ring, he'll be winning the British title.
Yeah, it'd be great. He's talked about that would be a dream come true for him. And as I say, once you win the British title, fighters are then after you, so you either go under or you develop yourself and work even harder in the gym to make sure you retain that title.
Yep, just waiting for Liam Taylor to go to the centre of the ring, and we'll get the official result from the MC, Michael Pass.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing action, star referees Team Brown has scored the contest 60 points to 53 points for your winner. Hailing from Middleton, Liam Taylor. And a fine effort from Lithuania's Edvinas Puplauskas.
So as you hear, 60 points to 53 with the knockdown. He'd probably be disappointed when he looks back at that. Edvinas at the fact that he let himself be counted and hit with shots that he shouldn't really have been giving up. But nice routine win there for Taylor, and he can go forward into his British title fight after not just sitting on the shelf and actually going out there and getting his tools sharp.
For all boxing info, news and latest interviews, amateur and pro, across the north, click and subscribe. VIP Boxing Promotions. Also Twitter, Instagram and Facebook.